And so, on some stats, EMTEE seems to be regaining his footing in South African hip-hop, with streams continuing to pile up and monthly listeners that keep breaking new highs. And seemingly, he's getting closer to giving the new generation a run for their money, considering that he had his peak before Spotify even launched in South Africa. But to start, EMTEE's total streams on Spotify are approaching 70 million, with over 340,000 monthly listeners. His total streams may not reflect his contribution to South African hip-hop because, as mentioned, he peaked before Spotify even launched in South Africa, when Fakaza and Zamob were still running the show. So technically, he falls behind guys like Blackie, who have over 100 million streams in total. And this also has to do with the fact that after he left Ambitious, his performance had been impacted significantly and his streams took a nosedive. But recently, EMTEE has gotten back to getting over 1 million streams a month, with his last 28 days approaching 2 million. And he recently surpassed his peak of over 300,000 monthly listeners, as he broke past that in March 2023, but later fell back and never broke past that point until a year later, in April 2024. What is interesting is that he seems to have established a floor at around 200,000 monthly listeners, with recent lows not going below that, meaning that he's not only increasing his monthly audience, but also retaining the majority of that audience at the same time. The audience itself is largely South African and African, with some numbers in the UK and the US. However, overall, EMTEE is supposed to be way past that, as musicians that he introduced to us, like Java, have already had over 1 million monthly listeners multiple times, or a-reece, who has had over 100 million total streams. But given that his career took a very hard knock and most people had thought that his career was about to die due to the scandals in his private life, EMTEE is seemingly getting back up, with listeners that are considered to be 1%, as most South African rappers have never had numbers above 300,000, and even few of them have ever touched 1 million monthly listeners. His daily streams are not yet consistent, as they go up and down rapidly, but even at his lowest, he still pulls anywhere between 10,000 to 60,000. Of course, with certain days where he goes over 100,000 or even 200,000 in one day. What is most peculiar about EMTEE is how his most streamed songs are genuinely his, or songs that he carried, meaning that he's responsible for the majority of his numbers and doesn't rely on features, either being national or international. The sad part though is how a significant portion of his most popular songs are songs that are with Ambitious, which he has said that the royalties from which he doesn't earn. And this does matter because EMTEE's catalog is low-key one of the most valuable in South African history, and it keeps adding on new milestones each week, which proves to have high replay value. And this is something that most rappers say about their catalogs, but very few of them can match EMTEE's replay value. The artist sponsor for this video is TSA with his song Stando Sam, featuring QUO. TSA is a South African rapper and songwriter from Diepkloof, Soweto, and he has been described by Scoop Makhathini as a life-lyrical dude. If you guys want to check out his songs as well as his socials, the links will be in the description.
Stando Sam, you're my love, baby. You pick me up when I'm down.
Beatable baby got speedy. Hey, pretty women all up in the city. All I want is you from Exeni Psugu and Mini. Love it when you pull up all dressed up nice in a mini. Baby, you the one I've been looking at for a minute. Yeah, time heals all, I can feel it. Mina mfuna when I do it all till I'm finished. Mina mfuna when I nobody else in our business. Vele ba no mona, and that's the way they be living. Hey, I just want you on sight. I just want you, you're the love of my life. I just want you to be set and alright, cause I'm down to do whatever for the rest of my life. So what you tryna do for the night? We got many things we can do that you like. We got plenty food, you can choose your delight. We can pop another bottle, set the mood for the